He's going to be over 30. Maybe defenseman will be a little better. Pickinen, 31. He's a top 4, top 6, top 6. Caberlet, bring him back. Jovanovski. I mean, this is terrible. Like, none of these guys will survive. I mean, Pickinen is the only one who would survive a 5-year rebuild. That wouldn't retire on me. And he wants almost $5 million. Like, no way, dude. Like, I'm already overpaying too many people. You know, if I wish some of these guys were a little bit younger. I wish like Caberlet was like 5 years younger, because I would pick him up just to slot him into that 7th role or slot him into that 3rd pairing with well, I guess I don't have room for him right now, but you know, he could fill a void. But nah, that's terrible. Please tell me goalie. This is definitely goalie. Yeah, okay. So you got Timmy Thomas out here, the only NHL starter, and 40 years old. Yep, he'll last 1 season. But you know what? I might have to come here. I might have to come here to pick up a backup, because if I end up dumping, you know, Bernier and Reimer, I'm gonna need somebody. And these guys are cheap. I like this. I mean, you got guys here who, I mean, Hobby Bulin is kind of old. So is Tim Thomas. But for the price, I don't mind playing those guys in a backup role. You know, I don't mind playing Tim Thomas as a backup for a little over $1 million. But before, I mean, I can't do it. Unfortunately, I can't. I mean, I'm just talking now, unfortunately, because I don't have any cap. I've got, what, like $800,000. So I've got the guys on the block. You know, I've got the guys that I can't move, that I'm going to have a hard time moving. So my suggestion, I think we start slow. I think we start with the guys we know we can move, that are, you know, a little bit lower on the, you know, a little lower on the chart here. Komarov, he's a guy, not a lot of value. I hope I can move him. So he's gone for sure. So what am I looking for? Like, what can I get out of him, I guess, is the question. And that's really what this is going to come down to is, you know, I'm looking for forwards. I'm looking for value guys. I mean, Eric Fair, he's been having a pretty good year in Washington. Too bad he's got 1 year left, because I think he would be a potential guy. I need 3 right wingers. I mean, going from David Clarkson to Eric Fair, I think you could argue might be a little bit of an upgrade, and a big upgrade in terms of the salary. I mean, even if I have to pay him next year and pay him like $2 million or something, I can live with that. So, you know, unfortunately, like, I'm gonna have a hard time dumping any of these people, though. I'm gonna have to kind of keep an eye on this this block, because I mean, I'm not playing on, you know, easy trade mode or whatever. So it's gonna be so much easier to move somebody if they meet the block. So I mean, this might be a little bit time consuming, you know, going through all this stuff and seeing who's available. But I think it's gonna be worth it, because I mean, this is what needs to be done. Let's see, 30 seconds. Guys are all old for NHL. I keep going back to Ferentz, because I think he would be. Is he a righty? Nah, he's a lefty. That's the problem. Then I'd almost have to get rid of Phaneuf, which, you know, thinking about doing anyway, but gotta expedite that. You know, it's probably not gonna happen. I'm probably not gonna be able to find anybody on the block it's gonna work right now. I'm gonna go. You know, I like that Fair thought. I like that thought about Fair. I like that he's a righty. I have no righties. His trade value is about the same. Let's see. Okay, all right. So it's in the ballpark. They just need a little more. All right. So what do we have that's a little more? You know, like I said, I don't mind dumping some of these guys. Like, that I feel are expendable. This guy. Who's this guy? David Brohl. Bottom 6, medium potential, 21. He's a beast. I mean, in terms of a fourth line guy. But then I got McLaren. I mean, I'm not playing McLaren or Brohl on the third line. Like, both these guys are fourth line guys. Somebody's going. See, and this is where you start to run into problems. I wish that they. Now I'm gonna have to take somebody that sucks because it'll make them. You know, they have too many people. So, man, I hate doing this. Like, I hate taking these guys that are not gonna amount to anything. I don't know, what's this guy's story? Bottom 6 guy, he's a sniper. You know, whatever. Let's see if this sweetens. I mean, I'm here for fair. Yeah, okay. So, I'm probably gonna throw a pick in here. And that's fine. I don't mind. Let's see if 6 does it. Okay, accepted. Alright, so I got fair. I got rid of Komarov. That frees up. I mean, look at that. I went from 800,000 to... That doesn't make much sense because I think they only had a salary difference of about 1.5. So I must have had more than I expected, but whatever. He's gone. Komarov's gone. One bad contract has been... Now Santorelli, I'm kind of shocked. I had him on my third line center because he's only hitting me for a $1.5 million. I didn't expect his trade value to be this good. I mean, they've got him listed as a second line forward. I've already got Kadri, I've already got Bozak. If I'm down with Bozak, which I feel pretty good about, even though he's got the most trade value out of all my centers, I think I can roll Bozak for a few years. We'll see what happens. But Kadri I'm going to be paying this year, or I'm going to be getting picks when I qualify him. Santorelli is not going to be on the second line. He's going to be a third line guy, and he's got some trade value. And Philip or Frederick, yeah, this guy, he might be coming up through the ranks. I mean, he's got some. They think he's going to be an elite guy, so I don't really want to be wedded to Santorelli for a long time. And Holland, he's a player that can plug and play. So Santorelli, I think, is in play. I wonder if I can get a solid wing for him. That because I would love to be able to do that. I think he did. I think he got traded yesterday to Nashville, which it's funny. Nashville's in the mood for him. So cool. Now, I do need a third line center if I let him go. Mike Fisher, Colin Smith, Paul Gosta. Okay. None of these guys I am really interested in, unfortunately. They all are on one-year contracts. I do not like that because it's basically I'm trading a guy that's on a one-year contract for guys on a one-year contract. So that doesn't really help me out. I mean, it doesn't really help the rebuild out. I'm looking for long-term guys, not these one-year guys. So, Stahlberg. I like Stahlberg. 3 mil, power forward, 3 years. He's a right wing. I need right wings. I got fair, but I need another right wing. I mean, I would love to get Philip Forsberg, but, you know, what are you going to do? Stahlberg. I like Stahlberg, but see, I could probably get a little more. I wonder if I could squeeze something else out of him. Let me see. Volchenkov. I mean, I'm looking for guys that have a couple years. I don't mind taking 1-year guys, but I love guys that have 3 or 4 years, just because it gives me a chance to evaluate. Now, this guy's interesting. They're saying he's gonna be a top 6 guy. Only 24 years old, but he's got a year. Pecorino's gonna call. Yeah, he's way too good. Wonder what's out on the left here. Nystrom, Bork. Gabriel Bork, I mean, that's an interesting guy. Center situation is terrible. I'm not even going to touch that. Well, maybe there's another righty. I don't remember. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just throw a pick in. Yeah, let's throw a third. That looks pretty good. Not good enough. Alright, so, you know, let's try this. Let's do a fourth. You know, I'll throw a fifth in. Maybe that'll, Alright, there we go. So, I got rid of Santarelli. I got Victor Stahlberg. And, I got a third for a fifth. So, I can live with that. Like, that's a... Yeah, I took on some cap, but I can deal with that. You know, I'd like to play him on that second or third line or whatever. I mean, let's see. Yeah, I mean, so let's see where we're at here. So, got Kessel, got Starberg, got Clarkson, got Fair. So I mean, as of right now, it's looking like, I mean, both these guys are young, and both these guys, I mean, I got him for 3, so I got some time to evaluate Stahlberg. You know, and maybe he becomes a third line guy, maybe not. And Fair, I got a year to kind of check it out, see how that goes. And if in a year it doesn't work out, okay, no big deal. Clarkson, I'm looking at. So Fratton, I don't remember seeing Fratton out there, but you know, he looks like he's gonna probably be another guy in play for maybe that fourth line spot. But so's Panic. I got him. There's a lot of guys fighting over ice time here. I mean, a lot of these guys are top 6 guys, and they're all pretty young. So Stahlberg, Fair, Fratton, Panic. One of those guys, I still need a top righty if I don't keep Kessel. So Stahlberg, Fair, Fratton, Panic. One of those guys is going down. I'm inclined to think about I'm inclined towards... It's a tough call. It's a tough call, but... I mean, Panic's up at the end of this year. He's a sniper. He's a righty. He's got value. You know, it's a tough call because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these guys. I mean, there's like a lot of mediocrity floating around here, and I traded for some. I mean, Stahlberg and Fair are not gonna light up the world, but I think they're good players, and I need depth on that right wing. But I still need that top line. I still need that top guy, and there's gonna be a lot of fighting for the third and fourth line. So I hate to waste a guy like Panic on the fourth line. I might send him down. That's what I might do. I might send Panic down, and a Panic and Ashton down in the AHL, and just see what happens at the end of this year. And you know, he should be an RFA. He's only 23, so Panic should be an RFA. So worst case scenario, I get something for him in the offseason. But that's what I'll do. I'll roll with Stahlberg, Fair, and Fratton, and then whoever my top line righty is. Clarkson will be gone. And yeah, so JVR, I like JVR on top. Lupul's a trade guy. So yeah, so we lost Santarelli, which means we're gonna need a third line center. And right now, we don't really have one. So let's I don't really care about that. I probably should, but you know, let's take a guy like Franzen. Let's maybe you know, Franzen's a guy we can move. Yeah, Nashville. Yeah, ironically, you got any centermen? Oh yeah, that's right. All their centers are like on 1-year deals. That's so stupid. I mean, whatever. But okay. I mean, it happens. But and they ended up getting Ole Jokinen. Wow. I mean, if this trade was pulled off in NHL 15. It's really funny. He's listed as a third center too, so he would be a guy that you know, would be in play. But you know what? I'm done.